Hey guys, it's Lynn with Lynn's Love and Life. How are you today? I know I said I wasn't going to put out a lot of videos, but right now I have nothing going on in my life. So I'm going to make as many as I can while I can. And today we're going to do a scarf, and in true Lynn fashion, I'm going to do a small version just so that I can show you and get this video up. Because if I made the whole thing, it would be a whole thing of me having to do parts of it and put the phone away and then make the big part of it, and it's a whole thing. So that's why I like doing the smaller versions, so I can make these videos real quick and get them posted for you guys, so you have ideas of things you want to make. So that's just a little piece of why I do what I do. What was I going to tell you guys? I don't know. If it comes back to me, we'll revisit it. But yeah, we're going to make a scarf today, and it's a real cute pattern. I got it from that Scorpio rising again, but I modified it a little bit, so it's not exactly like her pattern. I just kind of took hers and modified it, if that makes sense. I'm just using whatever today because I'm just making something small, but it's Premier Everyday. It's a 4-weight. It recommends a 5.5, but I'm using a 4.5 because the tighter the better with this stitch for me. That's just my opinion. You can do it however you want. You can either make it real loose and do it bigger than what it recommends. You can do it what it recommends. You can do it smaller like me. It's your scarf. Like I always say, it's your project. I want you to love it. And you can do it with as many amount of colors you want to do. Get creative. I want to see them. If you're not a part of my Facebook page, it's still called Curiosity Crochet. But, I also have a meme group that I have that's actually named Lynn's Loving Life, and they're both on Facebook. But either way, if you're not a part of Curiosity Crochet, you should join so that you can share pictures of what you make with me, because I would love to see it. I had someone recently post something in there, and it just made my whole day. It just made my entire day. I loved it. And she did a great job, so it was like, oh, I love it. So yes, you need your yarn, your crochet hook, scissors, sewing needle so that you can weave in your ends. All the good stuff. Besides that, why don't we just jump into it? And I made myself notes because I get distracted real fast, and if I don't write it down, I may not remember. So, to begin with, like I said, we're making a scarf, so we're going to work it back and forth and just make a length. Now, you can either make it like a normal scarf that you just wrap around your neck, or you can make it a little wider and make it like a cowl, or you can make it as long as you want and make it into an infinity scarf, which is where you connect the ends, and then it's one piece that just wraps around twice. Real pretty. But this stitch will work with any of those ideas. But I'm just going to show you on the basis of like a regular scarf. And I was thinking at the end, I'll make it long enough that I can connect it, and I'll show you guys how I connect it to make an infinity scarf. Besides that, let's just jump into it, because I'll keep talking and you guys won't even keep watching, because I know how I am. It's like, just shut up and get on with it, right? Okay, so you want multiples of 3, any multiple of 3. So make it as wide or as narrow as you want to make it. I'm going to make a very small version, but I'm going to make it big enough that I can show you the pattern, and it's very easy. Trust me, it's very easy. And it is a 1-row repeat, but there's a setup row and stuff, so we'll get there. So get your multiples of 3, and I'll make mine. Oops. Okay, I'm going to go at 12. So as soon as you get your amount that you're going to work with, we're going to work in the third chain from the hook. So we're skipping the first and the second, and we're going into the third, and we're going to put a single crochet in there. Okay? And then we're going to put a single crochet in every stitch all the way across. I am sitting here making this video for you guys, and I know that I need to make dinner yet. I know that I have to take my youngest son to work in a little while, but I was so set on making this video that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna fit it in. I am just gonna do it. Okay, so now we've got our one row with single crochet. Now we're gonna skip, or we're gonna we're gonna chain 2. We're gonna turn our work. We're gonna skip this first stitch right here, the very first one. We're gonna skip that. We're gonna work into this next one here, and we're gonna put a single crochet. We're gonna chain 1, and then in that same stitch we're gonna puff 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pull through all the loops, chain 1. We're gonna skip 2. In the third, we're gonna repeat that. Single crochet, chain 1, puff 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Pull through all the loops, chain 1. That's your repeat. Skip 2, single crochet, chain 1, puff 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Pull through all the loops, chain 1. Now when we come to the end, you're going to have 2 stitches in that chain 2 that we left in the beginning. It's kind of tight, so just find the space between your first single crochet and the chain 2, and we're going to put a double crochet in there. Okay? And this is what we'll have. Now, this is what you're going to repeat over and over again. Chain 2, turn your work. We're going to go right in this eye right here. That chain 1 basically after the puff. That's where we're going to start. We're going to go in there and do our single crochet, chain 1, and now in this chain 1 space between the puff and the single crochet, that's where we're going to put our puff. 1, 2, 3. Pull through all the loops, chain 1. Now we're going to find the next eye right here. We're going to go in there and single crochet, chain 1. Find that chain 1 space between the puff and the single crochet. We're going to put the puff in there. 1, 2, 3. Pull through all the loops, chain 1. Go through the eye, single crochet, chain 1. Find that chain 1 space. Go in there and puff. 2, 3. Pull through all the loops, chain 1. And then you're going to find that chain 2 space that we left, and we're going to put a double crochet in there. Try to get it under 2 loops because it just holds it better. And now that's what you're going to repeat over and over again until you get it to the length that you want to get it to. I'm actually going to get a little bit of length to this so that I can show you a border idea for it, since this is such a pretty stitch pattern, that you don't need anything dramatic around the border. But if you want to do a border, I can show you how to do a reverse single crochet around the outside of the whole thing, because it looks real pretty. And I can just show you on a piece of fabric for that. But I'm going to put a little bit together so I can pull it together, so I can show you how to connect it too. So go ahead and get your length done, and I'll meet you back. Okay, I just put enough together so that I could fold it in half and show you guys. But in all honesty, you might want to do a row of single crochet across the top of this, and you would just put a single crochet in every single, you know, like stitch and chain space across, so that it equals the same amount, and including that chain 2 space at the end here. But we're just going to pretend like I did that because I really do have to get moving here. So well, first of all, let me show you what a reverse single crochet is. So you would chain 1, and instead of turning your work, you're going to keep it the same way, and you're going to go in this way and come and do a regular one, and then you're going to turn it a little bit, and you're going to kind of do this backwards. And it is a little monotonous, but it's so rewarding because it's such a cute look. Oh my god, I'm not even getting in the stitch. But in essence, you're just working backwards instead of going forward. I'm trying to get into this single crochet back here. You're supposed to bring it up and then do your single crochet, basically. But I am struggling here with this yarn. And then in the top. Holy cow. Oh my god. I haven't done this in a while, this reverse single crochet, but do you see how it gives like a bumpy nodule look? I'm really struggling with this yarn, and I don't want to screw you guys up. I'm hoping that you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, you just do single crochets, but you're working backwards instead of working this way, you're working behind you, and then it gives like this round edge, and it's so pretty. But I'm gonna pull this back here, and then that's for if you want a border. There's plenty of border ideas. Like, I would have given you, if first of all, if I had more time, it would be better. But it's easier if you have a solid line of single crochets. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't have that here. So, well, yeah. So you're still going to want that chain 1, and then you're going to pull your 2 ends together. This is for if you want to do an infinity. So you're going to want to pull the 2 ends together, and you're going to go in the first stitch on this side and the first stitch on the opposite side. You're going to pull through and slip stitch. Now, I like to go in the back loops. In the first one, I do go through both. But then I jumped and just do the back loops. Well, the back loop of this one and the front loop of this one. And slip stitch that together. I keep grabbing this tail. So back loop of this one. Holy moly. That went crazy. Front loop of that one. Slip stitch it. Like, I don't know why that went like that. I'm having a time here today, you guys. It's because I have no time, that's why. So it's gonna just fight me. Well, you guys understand what I'm saying. Go in the back loop and then the front loop of that one. Normally I'm not so, I don't know. I can't, my crochet skills are not there today. Now see, it looks like I have more stitches on one side than the other. So I am going to modify. I don't know. Yeah, everything I've ever done. See, this is wow. In everything I've ever done, I've took a make it work kind of attitude. Normally this isn't. I don't know why that's so different. But you get the gist of it. You pull it together. You guys will have an even amount of single crochets too on this end, so your guys's will line up. I was going through like all the chains and stuff, so it just did not work right, but you get the gist. And I really like this stitch, I really do. Okay, well, it wasn't the greatest video ever, but I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you get a scarf out of it. You know what would be really pretty on this too, because I mean, it just would go really good with this, is tassels. Like if you left it just a regular scarf, like a long regular scarf, and then added tassels. Added tassels to the ends of them. Oh, that would be really pretty. If anybody makes it, post it in my Facebook group. I would really love it. And if you're new here, please give me a subscribe. I would love that too. If you enjoyed the video, even though it was kind of random and crazy, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!